This is Aries Stories. Stories for the quiet hours when the world softens at the edges and something else begins to take shape. Tonight's story is called The Sleep Clinic. They told us not to talk about our dreams. That was the first rule. It was written on a small card placed on the bedside table when I arrived, typed neatly like something copied too many times. Participants are advised not to discuss their dreams with one another. At the time, it didn't seem unusual. Sleep studies are supposed to be controlled environments, variables minimized, subjects observed. I remember thinking that word was strange. Subjects, but I signed the forms anyway. The clinic was farther out than I expected, past the last stretch of highway, past the towns that still kept their lights on, down a narrow road that curved into a line of dark trees. There were no signs, just a low building at the end of the road and its windows dim and evenly spaced, like something trying to look familiar. Inside, everything was quiet, not silent, just muted. The kind of quiet that absorbs sound before it can travel. A woman at the front desk handed me a clipboard. 3 nights, she said. Minimal interaction. Follow instructions. Her voice was steady, practiced. My room was small but clean. A bed, a chair, a camera in the corner, half hidden behind a dark panel. There was a soft hum in the walls, constant and low. Everything felt designed to be almost comforting, but not quite enough to forget where I was. That night, I didn't dream. At least, I don't think I did. In the morning, they asked me to describe what I saw. I told them nothing. The man writing on the clipboard paused, then continued. No images? I shook my head. He wrote something down anyway. The second night, I felt it before I saw it, like stepping into a place I had already been. A hallway. Long, too long. The walls were smooth, colorless, stretching forward in a way that made distance feel wrong. There were no doors, no windows, just the faint sound of something moving. Far ahead. I woke up before I could follow it. By the third night, I wasn't alone, not visibly, but I could hear them. Footsteps, soft, uneven. Some ahead of me, some behind. Never close enough to see, never far enough to disappear. I stopped walking. The footsteps didn't. They passed me, without sound of contact, without presence, like something sharing the same space, without needing to exist inside it. I woke up with the feeling that I had missed something. In the morning, they didn't seem surprised. Did you see the hallway? I nodded. Did you hear anything? Yes. The man wrote quickly this time, too quickly. That was when I realized they weren't asking to learn, they were asking to confirm. The third night came slowly. When I closed my eyes, I was already there. The hallway again, but different, closer. And at the far end, a door. The footsteps were louder now, more frequent. Some hurried, some slow, some stopped when I did. I started walking. The distance resisted me, but it changed, slowly. The footsteps shifted around me. Some falling behind, some moving ahead, but none revealing themselves. I reached the door. It wasn't locked, not marked, just there, waiting. I touched it and woke up, but not in my bed. I was standing in the clinic hallway, lights overhead, doors on either side, the same low hum in the walls. I didn't remember getting there. From somewhere behind the walls, I heard it. Footsteps. I turned slowly. The hallway stretched too far in both directions, longer than it should have been. The lights flickered, and in the reflection of a door, I saw something. A figure, still, watching. I turned. Nothing. Only the sound of footsteps continuing. Somewhere I couldn't see. The next morning, nothing was mentioned. No questions, no concern. Everything continued exactly as before. That was when I understood. The hallway wasn't a dream. It was a place. And the rule, do not discuss your dreams. It wasn't meant to protect us. It was meant to contain something. Because whatever moved through that hallway was learning. And we weren't the ones being studied. We were the ones being watched. Now, even after leaving the clinic, I still hear it sometimes, late at night, just before sleep. Footsteps. Not behind me, not beside me. Ahead. This was AeriesStories. Some places don't study sleep. They study what moves through it. And if you ever find yourself walking a hallway you don't remember entering, don't follow the sound, because it might already know you're there.